eyes out when I abruptly left.
First loves always hit the hardest.
I'll say. I still remember my first real love. Seems like yesterday. Why, just thinking back on her makes everything all shimmery and distorted. I was working for Federal Express, like Tom Hanks in Castaway. And just like Tom Hanks in Castaway, I said the words Federal Express a suspicious number of times. Excuse me, miss. Asking as a Federal Express employee, may I please get a refill of iced tea very quickly, the way Federal Express delivers parcels? There was only one thing I loved more than corporate-branded content, and that was my fiancée, Helen Hunt.
Hubba hubba.
Darn right, hubba hubba. You know how most guys want their girlfriends to look like a pissy bird? Well, I was living the dream. You're 17 seconds late. I am a Federal Express employee who is very obsessed with time.
Well, that's my fiancé. Give me a kiss, you time-obsessed beardless man who is unable to spear a fish with a sharpened stick.
Remember all that stuff for later.
Oh, I can't wait to do more than kiss. Only 3 more days till the wedding.
Yep. I've got just one last flight across the plane crash sea, and then I'm all yours. Little did I know. I'll never forget that fateful day. Looking back, I never should have tried to do 2 fantasy football drafts while flying a plane. I ended up with 4 defenses. Ugh!
FE-117, looks like you got rough weather. Maybe you should just do auto draft for your fantasy leagues, over?
Negative control. I am heterosexual, over.
Ha! There's that clean-shaven guy who cannot spear a fish with a stick that we all know and love.
Damn it! Too bad I'm in an airplane and can only go straight into a storm and not over or around. Wait! I think the storm is breaking up! I was gonna make it, but then the plane got hit by lightning. Oh! And I somehow drafted the punter Jeff Feagles in the 2nd round. Oh! And it was all over. I was all alone on an uncharted island. What could I do? Definitely not spear a fish with a hand-sharpened stick, because remember, that was a complete non-starter for me. If I wanted to make it back to my Helen, I'd need to find a way to survive. Luckily, I had a whole plane's worth of FedEx parcels I could open and use. Oh, please be food. Please be food. Oh, thank God I'm saved. Peanut brittle. Ah! From Peter Griffin.
Gotcha. Continue.
But then, I opened the most important package of all. My only friend on the island. I'm gonna call you Wilson. After Rita Wilson, the most beautiful and talented woman in Hollywood. The true First Lady of American culture. I swear I didn't say all that stuff just so Tom Hanks would let us do this movie. Character development. I had been on that island for 4 years. Man, I've been on this island for somewhere between 2 and 7 years. I'm not sure which, because I'm no longer obsessed with time. That's more character development. Anyway, all these years later, I still couldn't get Helen Hunt out of my mind. I was going nuts thinking about her. Oh, Helen. Oh, come on, get it together. Think of something else. Think of anything besides Helen Hunt. Oh, almost Helen Hunt. Enough was enough. I decided to build a raft and get back to my beloved. But what to make the raft out of? Gotta be something I can use. What floats? What floats? Definitely not these footballs for Tom Brady. Straight to the bottom. I wonder...
Ah! 2 for 2. Continue.
I was able to float away on a raft made out of the giant joke box. It was me and Wilson and this one other kind of lame guy.
Boy, you hoist the sail, then where did the wind go? Am I right?
I just saw you take a dump in the ocean. I'm not really looking to chat. Days passed. Wilson and I were all alone. No drinking water and no food. Except... Nope, not this time.
Yeah, you're no fun. Continue.
But then, disaster struck. No, Wilson! Eventually, I moved on and largely forgot about Wilson.
Why are you smiling, honey?
Oh, I used to bone that volleyball. I don't remember much after that. Apparently, I was picked up by some cargo ship. But then, wouldn't you know it, the ship got taken over by Somali pirates.
Look at me. Look at me. We are doing this movie now.
Then that Somali pirate did a bunch of stuff, and then nothing else ever again, and eventually I got back home. After years and years away, it was finally time to see my Helen.
Oh my God, you're alive!
I thought about you every day, Helen. You're the reason I stayed alive all these years. I never stopped loving you.
I'm sorry. I got back together with Paul Reiser.
What?
We did a Mad About You reboot on Spectrum Originals.
Which just sounds fake. I mean, did you watch any of that? Do you even know anyone who, I literally do not know one person who saw like a single minute of that.
I'm so sorry.
I was devastated. Helen was my first true love, the only woman I ever wanted, and she had moved on without me. Fortunately, 5 years later, they invented portable pornography on telephones, and I've literally never thought about her since.